When we talk about intelligence, we usually mean something human-like: language, memory, tools, social behavior. But what if intelligence doesn't have to look like us at all? What if the most advanced form of cognition on this planet evolved in total isolation from everything we recognize? The octopus separated from our evolutionary line more than 500 million years ago, before mammals, before birds, before even dinosaurs. And yet today, it solves problems that confuse animals we once believed to be smarter. This isn't just another intelligent animal. This is a different architecture of thought. In a marine research facility, something strange was happening. Fish were disappearing. Not randomly, not chaotically. Only certain tanks were affected. At first, researchers blamed human error, until the losses continued. Eventually, a camera was installed. What it revealed shocked everyone. Every night, after the lights went out, an octopus exited its enclosure. It crossed the lab floor, navigated around obstacles, reached another tank, opened it, ate, and returned. This wasn't hunger. This was timing, route planning, risk assessment. In humans, we call that executive function. Octopuses don't just solve puzzles. They understand constraints. When placed in tanks with sealed containers, they explore with deliberate intent. They test edges. They apply force selectively. They remember which methods worked and abandon the ones that didn't. Unlike many animals, they don't rely on instinctual repetition. They improvise. They adapt in real time. If a lid is tightened differently, the octopus adjusts. This flexibility is a hallmark of higher cognition. Here is where the octopus becomes unsettling. Most intelligent animals centralize cognition. Brains command bodies, but octopuses don't work that way. Nearly 70% of their neurons are located in their arms. Each arm can sense. Each arm can decide. Each arm can act without direct input from the brain. The octopus doesn't issue commands. It coordinates independent agents. This is closer to a distributed network than a centralized mind, a biological version of parallel processing. Octopuses recognize individual humans. In controlled experiments, researchers wore different masks. One researcher handled the octopus gently. Another caused discomfort. Days later, the octopus attacked only one. This wasn't conditioned reflex. It was memory and selective response. Some scientists hesitate to use the word emotion, but avoidance, aggression, and trust are emotional indicators. In the wild, octopuses collect objects: coconut shells, rocks, discarded debris. They carry them, sometimes for hours, and later assemble them into shelters. This requires future-oriented thinking, a concept once thought uniquely human. Octopus intelligence makes us uncomfortable because it challenges our definitions. No society, no culture, no teaching, and yet remarkable cognition. Each octopus lives alone, learns alone, and dies with its knowledge, a mind that blooms briefly and vanishes. Play is often considered a sign of advanced cognition. Play requires safety and excess energy. Octopuses have been observed repeatedly releasing and catching objects, not to eat, not to escape, but seemingly for stimulation. They manipulate objects, rotate them, abandon them, return later. This behavior serves no immediate survival function, which is exactly what makes it interesting. Octopus camouflage is not automatic. It's deliberate. They match texture. They match color. They match movement. This requires constant sensory feedback and moment-to-moment decision-making. They don't just disappear. They perform. A real-time negotiation between perception and action. For humans, thinking happens in the brain. For octopuses, thinking happens everywhere. Their skin contains light-sensitive cells. They don't just see with their eyes. They see with their bodies. Touch, taste, and sight are merged. The environment becomes part of the mind. This is called embodied cognition, and octopuses may be its purest example. Octopuses don't ask questions. They don't build civilizations. But they experience the world in ways we barely understand. And maybe intelligence isn't about similarity. Maybe it's about possibility. Because the most alien mind on Earth was never out there. It was underwater.